Okay, today, so what we're going to do here is we have a burnt out electrical plug here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the plug. And here's a few tools that you're going to need to do it, the job. So here I got my cordless screw gun with a Phillips bit on it. You could use a Phillips, just a standard Phillips screwdriver. I got a flathead screwdriver here to take off the plate. Wire strippers, just in case. You may not need these, but I will. And electrical tape. And of course the brand new plug. So first of all, what I'm going to do is just take off the plate of the plug here. So just go ahead and take the flathead screwdriver and screw the plate. And just take that off. Find out what's going on here. So it looks like there's no screw in the bottom there. But usually you take out the screw in the bottom here. So we've got a top screw there, and take that off. Pull out the plug. Now I've turned the power off first. You can go ahead and turn off the main breaker for the whole house, or just turn off the power for this individual series of plugs or leg of power. You'd have to find that out. So I recommend you turn the power off first. It's safe to touch this. If the power's on, you don't want to touch that. You get electrocuted. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to take off the screws here, and we have neutral, and then the black is the power, and then our ground wire. So I'm going to go ahead and take off these two first. Let's take those off. Okay. And we have our neutral wires in the back on the other side. Unscrew those. Unscrew our ground wire, and there comes our plug. So plug's garbage. We got our new plug here. But first, before I'm going to do that, I'm just going to organize my wires in here. Just make sure that everything's all nice and tidy inside the box. What I like to do is just keep this ground wire nice and tight in there. So you don't have to do this. You can just go ahead and reattach these if you want. But what I like to do is to clip some new ones on, or just strip this. So I go ahead and just cut these off with my stripper. Okay, so cut all these off, and so I'm going to go ahead and re-strip these, and I just go down about almost an inch. The strippers are a little dull there. I'm just going to go down one. Okay. Strip. And you want to make these all somewhat consistent. Okay, so you're going to make enough here to give that little loop. Okay, so good. I got those all off. As you can see, I have some fresh wire here. So I'm just going to take my snippers. I'm going to hold the wire like this and take my strippers and just give it a bend like this. Okay, and hold this and then bend it, turn it that way. This. I like to make sure these ground wires, if there's two of them, sometimes you might only have one in the box, but they're nice and spun together. Creates a nice ground. Make sure it's in the back of the box there. It's screwed to the back of the box as well. So I take my neutral wires here, make them nice here on each side, get them ready to add to the there. My power wires. That's black. And then I'm take my new plug. So first of all, I'm going to take my block, make sure these wires are together. So these ones come out of the same 12 2 wire here, and this one out of the bottom 12 2. So these are together, and these are together. Okay, so just gonna take this here, the first black one, take my screw gun, take the bottom one, make sure it's on there nice. I hold it with my finger like this. Nice and tight. Don't want it popping off. Then the bottom one, the bottom with the bottom. Take that there. Hold it with my finger. Nice and tight. Top with the top. Okay, so on here you notice this is gold. So the power black, this leg here will go into the gold. Okay, so black with gold. Neutral with a stainless steel look. Okay, so and then we have our ground. The ground is green here. Put our ground on. Okay, good. So we have our plug. So what I like to do is just kind of smush this in there a little bit, and then give it a bend upwards, because when it goes in, it'll be nice and there. Make sure this ground wire is not going to interfere there, so it's ready to go there. I like to add tape around it. This case later on, if you want to pull it out or whatever, you don't get an electric shock if you want to not turn the power off or whatever. It doesn't interfere with anything in the box. So I just take some tape around there. So just all around there that way. Like so. There we go. We have a nice box there. See? Okay, so now I just push it back in. Take my screw gun, kind of guide it there. You don't want to strip the device box and the screws. So don't go sideways. Just try to get it straight in there, or else you'll get a stripped screw or a stripped device box. Very guide that in there. It's hard to get in there. Sometimes just push it up. So what you want to do is just really bend it so it's nice and clean there. Now you take your device, your plate, sorry, put that on there. You got those screws in there. If your fingers are a little bigger, they're hard to get on. Just make sure this is nice and level here. Just take that. Put the screws in. Put my screws straight up there, make it nice and clean. This should actually be a little tighter, but we're just showing you how. And that's how you do an electrical plug.